Is there any Kenyan who is not tired of living in this country? Just raise up your hand. Right, I know everybody is tired of living in Kenya. First of all, from being treated as squatters in our own country to being killed by the same leaders that we entrust them to take care of us. I mean, Kenyans, we've eaten mercury, we've eaten lies, we've eaten corruption. Sijui tumebakisha nini. The leaders that have voted to protect me are doing nothing of the sort. I mean, from corruption, lies, everything, we've been fed with so much that we as Kenyans are just fed up. Welcome to your favorite political show, Mukami, and tonight we are going to delve on a number of issues including the contraband sugar, the contradictions, especially with the government officials in charge. We're going to talk about the ABC scandals, the NYS, and also the Ncpb. So as we talk right now, I think all Kenyans are walking corpses, just waiting to be buried. Otherwise, how would you say about us being fed contraband sugar? Contaminated, dangerous, harmful sugar. Are you serious? Like, do we even have a government that protects us? The multi-agencies that are in charge of safety and assurance and inspection have all been caught nabbing. We are not sure about the medicine we take. We're not sure about even the salt we take. We are just not sure of anything, that is purely good for human consumption. Well, according to two CSs, that is Matiang'i and Adan Mohamed, his counterpart in the industrialization, they are talking from both sides of their mouth. Two government ministers talking different things. So I'm going to quote Matiang'i on what he said about the contraband sugar. And I quote him, "We have done tests and we have found traces of mercury and copper. The sugar is not good for consumption." End of quote. Let me go ahead and quote his industrialization counterpart, Adan Mohamed. He says, "I challenge anyone with those tests to come out and show members of the public. I can confirm to members of the public that no mercury or no metal traces were found in that sugar. The sugar is good for human consumption." End quote. You are the people we've entrusted for our safety. But now, both of you are lying to Kenyans about the safety of the sugar. The Kenyan government has responded with a knee-jerk reaction by arresting the KEBS managing director, Ongwae, alongside 6 other KEBS officials. I mean, so what? After the arrest, so what? Is it going to undo the damage that has already been done? We've already swallowed the sugar. We are waiting for, to die. I mean, the businessmen involved in this kind of trade are not serious. I mean, who is going to support your businesses if you kill us? So now it's official that the war and the fight against corruption in Kenya has been lost. And if there's any Kenyan out there who still believes that the war and the fight against corruption is still moving on, well, you need to wake up from your slumber. I mean, how would you say the court releasing suspects, the NYS suspects who have all along been in jail, they have been granted bail and they have been released from prison? I know that it's their right to get bail, it's their right to do whatever in court, but then between corruption and even getting justice, which is more worse or which is more better, it's an arguable case. We are not going anywhere with this corruption. I think we just need to sit down, have a deep conversations as Kenyans about where we want our country to go in terms of corruption. We should even think about, I'm just happy that there's an MP who's drafting a motion to disband EACC, because EACC up to now cannot really come up and tell us, hey, this is a watertight case that we are having against corrupt officials. You can pick it and we can run with it. None. In fact, what we should be doing is get Halake Wako out of the office together with Deputy Mobea and also the chairman, Wabukala. There is nothing that the commission is doing for Kenyans, yet they are sapping so much of our money. So last week, President Kenyatta made a declaration saying that a lifestyle audit would be performed on all government officials. Well, good news. Yes, it's good news for us as Kenyans because we want to know who owns what versus his or her own salary. But then the news have not been received quite well, especially by the Kutangatanga movement. The Kutangatanga squad are really running scared, but I don't know why they are scared. I mean, if you're innocent, you shouldn't even talk. They're saying that the lifestyle audit, if it's to happen, it should start with the it should start with the late Kenyatta. I mean, these MPs, they're not serious. How do we do lifestyle audit on a person that is already late? We are really interested, especially on the Kutangatanga movement. We want to know how you bought that chopper, how you built that house, you know, where your children like go to school, you know, versus your salaries. So this leader, in a month, he will tanga in 5 churches and he will give a personal donation of even about 10 million shillings. I mean, you earn 1 million, you give 10 million shillings, who do you take us for? We know where you're getting your money and we are coming for you. The lifestyle audit has to happen very fast and we are looking forward to it being made public and no monkey business. We will not entertain monkey business from you any longer. Last week, if you watched the show, I talked about corruption being, you know, a tourist attraction in Kenya. And of course, even before we wake up, there's a new scandal under the Ministry of Health. Again, a new scandal under the Ministry of Health. This scandal involves the purchase of CT scan machines, about 7 of them, which has taken 7 billion shillings. But then the Kenyan government bought one scanner at 227 million shillings. God, I mean, this government message, I don't know. So apparently, we might be consuming aflatoxic maize. So they're not tired of stealing farmers' money, but now they're feeding Kenyans dangerous, harmful maize. I mean, this maize is now in the market. So when the Ncpb officials appeared before the Committee on Agriculture, they tabled a report indicating that Kenyans might be consuming poisonous maize, aflatoxic maize, very harmful maize, which has dire consequences on our health. Do we have a government in place? How do we have a government if the same government which is supposed to protect us is allowing such kind of harmful substances to be consumed by the common mwananchi? We are tired. We don't even know what to say more. If now you're killing us with the food that we are eating, the food safety, as much as the food security and food safety of the nation is concerned, nobody, even the agencies responsible, plus even the president himself, is mindful of the mwananchi. It's okay. Not for long. You can have your day, but we as Wananchi will also have our own day. Amidst all these social injustices that are happening to we as Kenyans, one clique of people that I'm really disappointed in are the religious leaders. Now, the church is supposed to amplify its voice against injustice, against social injustices, against corruption. The church leaders have gone to bed with the government. They have gone to bed with those who oppress us. We are left on our own. What we need to do as Kenyans is to have, to call a meeting and converse and see the direction which we need to go to. If the country goes the way it's going, then our children do not have any future. Ourselves, we do not have any future as the youth. And now, that's what I'm saying, it's time for us to speak up, to amplify our voices, and not entrust the leaders and the church and the religious leaders, because they have let us down. We don't know who is for us. Only us, only we Kenyans who can bring ourselves out of this mess. Thanks so much for watching your favorite political show, Mukami. Like, subscribe, and click on alert notifications. Thank you so much. See you next time.